Greetings, everybody! Welcome to Home, a unique horror adventure. I have watched this a few times, like the first little bit of it, and it looked pretty interesting. I have never opened the game until now, so let's give it a go. All I remembered at that point was finding myself alone. Oh my head, where was I? It was so dark. There was something by my feet. A flashlight. Ew. So as you can see, we are pixelated. Oh. What's that? That house. Where was I? Dead body. There was a body lying on the floor. Who was it? Well, I suppose we are gonna find out. Body cat! Oh. But puss. No. No basement. Don't do basement. What? Stop dripping on me. I know we are kind of in the middle of a few other... The desk has a computer on it and some papers on it. And a single drawer. I didn't want to snoop, but did I open the drawers? Yeah, I think we will. Receipts, pens, and a blurry photo. Look like a store of some kind. Why did this look so familiar? I don't know. Oh look, blood. Blood on the wall. It smelled fresh and sickening. I realised there was blood on my shoes and pants. Oh man, I had to get out of there. And we all know that the chances of you getting out there are very slim. Let's push cat back. Meow. I suppose we've got to go back down here, have we? I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg, I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home, seeing Rachel. I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs, try and find a way out. Yes, because that makes sense. Let's go down into the basement. The shelf was full of books on local history and hunting. Seems like the owner of the house really knew the area. Let's go this way a bit first and have a look. Get my mouse out of the way. This cat? Oh. A thin grey mouse was stuck in a trap. It looked frantic but exhausted. Did I free it? I see no reason not to. Maybe it'll bring Pussycat back. I like pussycats. Oh, tools. A collection of rusty tools. These look like they'd seen a lot of use and were caked in damp-smelling dirt. Why weren't they in a shed? I don't know, maybe because we're in a basement? Some people keep things? I don't know. I found a picture of a couple. It looked like it had been moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it. Did I push the switch? Gonna be a bad idea, but yeah, okay. It depressed smoothly into the wall. I heard a faraway click somewhere. Oh yay. Just what we bloody need. You know what, I thought his footsteps would have been a lot quieter. It's like Outlast all over again. What? No, I'm not going any deeper just yet. Nope. Let's go this way. But it was somewhere up in the house. Whoa! What the fuck, no. An old dining table covered in dirty dishes for two people. There were dozens of beer cans and other liquor bottles among the dishes. The smell was turning my stomach. Oh, what's this? A black and white photo looked like the man upstairs and his wife, I guessed. There was no reason for me to keep this. Did I take it? Let's keep it anyway. I slipped the photo into my pocket. Maybe this would help me find some answers. Or get me killed, one of the two, you know. It's a horror game after all. Oh, let's go further down. Get ourselves into more trouble. Whoa! No! Are you coming from there? The door was taped up and seemed to be stuck. By the smell, I guessed it led to the kitchen. I don't like creepy sounds. That switch in the wall worked. The door had been unlocked. But why was it locked in the first place? I suppose we're going to find out. I have to run. This isn't going to end well. Oh, what's that? The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Maybe I'd found a way out. I must have moved it, right? Yeah. I heaved the box forward and it finally gave. But I don't want to go down there. There was a ladder going underground where the box was. A dank smell rose from the passage. Did I climb down the ladder? Now, I really want to say no. But I suppose I've got to. I looked again at the photo I found in the house. The couple looked distant, like they didn't want to be in the same picture. I wondered where the wife was. My leg was in terrible shape, but I had to get out. Oh yay, just where we want to be. Footprints in the dirt, looked like more than one kind, and a lot of traffic. A map? Places all over were marked on the old map of the town. The industrial area near the river, various houses, even the water tower near the old rail station. Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town over the last few years. Wait. There were photos. Photos of our house. What the hell was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, tried to find some kind of information. Yeah, it might have been a good idea. Oh, Rachel, please be okay. I wanted to rush home, but I had to find a way out first, and I needed to see what else was down there. A work table, covered in papers and dirt, and a handgun. I hated guns. I didn't take it, did I? Yeah, let's do that. I tucked up the small handgun into my pocket. Its weight was somehow reassuring. See? Well, the question is... Oh no. It was so dark down there, and the air smelled stale and putrid. I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? Let's go this way first. Oh, what's that? The desk looked old, and was caked with grime. On it was a stack of old faded paper covered with what looked like names. They were scratched out in illegible notes. And illegible notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. I could only make out a few letters. Oh. Okay. None of it made any sense to me. I bet it will. Oh. Hello, door. Noose. Oh. There looked to be bones half dug into the ground, and the remains looked old. The faded clothes that stuck up amongst the dirt looked familiar. They looked like the clothes that woman was wearing in the photo I found. Was this the man's wife? Very story orientated. I always love a game with a good story to it. Crudely made shelves looked like they were holding cans of some kind of corrosive. The labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warnings. Okay. Wait, I clicked on a cage. Oh wait, maybe it wasn't a cage. What's this? Some kind of old boxes. They looked like they were years old. Wait a minute, these boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remember throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell were they doing there? Bats. I don't like bats. Hello. Oh, fuck me. No. Oh. I remember noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful. I don't remember if I jumped down there or found another way. It looked to be a long way. Did I jump down? Yeah, okay. We'll probably die. Oh man, my leg hurt. I was limping even worse than before. I could hear some sort of faint humming noise up ahead. He doesn't look to be limping that. Oh, he does. Oh, go terrified by my cat at the window. Wonderful. A bunch of old newspapers we pasted together. The message had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out, danger due to cave-in. And of course, what do? Because we're so clever. Let's go this. Damn, that is loud. The gun was heavy and uncomfortable in my pocket, and didn't help ease the constant dull ache in my leg. I opened the metal door and was glad to have the slick, wet walls of those tunnels behind me. What was the man upstairs up to? What was he doing there? As the musty scent of those rock walls was replaced with an altogether different smell, I braced myself. Oh, thing. There was dirt on the ground. It looked wet, and there was grass smeared within it. Now, do we go up or that way? This way first. We just let the cat in. I could hear a faint trickling sound like water. What was that? Maybe water. Exit? I don't trust it. A kitchen knife covered in drying blood. Thinking about it made me sick. I didn't even want to touch it. Did I take the knife? Yes, we has weapons. We has weapons. Don't know if I can use them. I slipped the knife in my boot since I had the gun in my pocket. Did I really need all this? It just seems too easy. It really does seem too easy. We'll go this way. What the hell? Door was locked. There was a musty smell from inside. Uh-oh. This one's not locked. Boiler room of some sort. I wasn't sure what the valves were for. Did I turn it anyway? Yes. Oh, I just turned something off. I wasn't sure, but I thought it was some kind of regulator. I had no idea how it worked. What's betting we just turned it off, or on, off. The sound stopped. Let's go this way. Oh, we've got another one. I wasn't sure what the bills were for. Did I turn it anyway? Yes. 3 and 4. Another one. Yes, we turn that one as well. Let's see what we're doing. Oh. 1 and 4. Oh, space first. Yes, we'll turn that one as well. Oh, we've reached the end. Okay. Go back this way. It's just, this game has got such a good atmosphere as well. I didn't expect that. Nope. No, I really didn't expect such a good atmosphere in this game. Right. It's not there. There was a rusty ladder sunk into the water which smelled disgusting. I knew I couldn't climb down that. Maybe I could find a better way to drain the putrid water. But... oh. I wonder if it's got something to do with these things. It's just finding... oh, that's locked. Turn off the water flow in this one. So... oh, I don't like puzzles. Turned off the water flow with that one. Turn this water flow shut. Yes. I'm sure I did that one. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I turned them on. Oh, okay. Still active. I am being really blonde here, it seems. Still active. Did I turn it again? Oh, I think I broke it. Oh, it's quiet. Alright. I can still hear the... yes, yes, let's turn it off. Oh, I definitely broke it. Okay, that's off. That's locked, isn't it? Let's go this way. Yay! I shouldn't really be yaying, should I? Oh. Looked like the water drained out of that grate in the wall. There was a small metal key left floating in the shallow pool of rancid water. Did I take it? Yes. I pocketed the small key, but it was so odd-shaped I had no idea what it might open. But you know, I hope you washed your hands after too. Because, you know, icky water. Oh, what's that? The safety poster had definitely seen better days. How old was that facility? Locked. Faint light. Oh, we're getting back up again. Where are we going? No. Have I just been in here? No. Another body? A sewer worker by the wounds all over his face and body. I figured he'd been stabbed repeatedly. There was a keyring sticking out of the man's pocket. Did I take it? Yes. I thought about the knife I had found with some disgust as I carefully picked the keys from his pocket. I was almost worried he was going to grab me. Which wouldn't really surprise me. There was a security camera in the room. There must have been a way to see what happened. So we've got to find the security room. I really do feel like I'm playing Outlast all over again. I will eventually finish Outlast. May not be with Pridonian though. He's a bit unpredictable when it comes to that, but he's lovely. I could smell a hint of fresh air here. I was anxious to leave, but couldn't help wonder what the key unlocked. Of course! An exposed ventilation shaft. Maybe someone crawled through there, but it was so high up that must have been a sore landing. So we ended up with a bad leg when we first came down here. Correction, when we first woke up. So perhaps it was really us that did this. The awkward weight of the gun and the knife made the climb even more arduous. Arduous? I can't say that. I am so sorry. Would I need that gun or that knife on my way home? Or was I a fool for picking them up? I wondered what was in the locked room that I passed. Should I have gone back to check? Perhaps it didn't matter. I was so eager to escape, I almost bruised my hand forcing the latch at the top of the ladder open. As I lifted the heavy lid above me, frantically, the smell of the sewer gave way to the dank scent of pine trees. Wonderful. The lid had fallen on the entrance here and was stuck shut. What is that gurgling? I'm going to regret asking that, aren't I? Excuse me. Oh, a ladder. An old ladder leading up to an ancient water tower. The ladder needed to be extended so I could climb it. Do I extend the ladder? Yes. I popped the latch and brought the ladder down. Why not? Oh. Hi, Batties. Up again? What's this? In a patch of smeared dirt and grass there was a beat-up old wallet. I thought it was mine. Did I take it? Yeah. We're gonna run out of pockets soon, dude. I slid the filthy wallet back into my pocket. I noticed it didn't contain any kind of gun permit. In fact, it didn't contain any cards or ID of any kind. I thought I should recover my credit card and driver's license at least. Okay. From the railing I could see over the woods and down to the entrance to the sewers. Had I come through there before? If I did, someone definitely could have seen me. Oh, wonderful. And there's like claw marks. That's broken. Why do I have a feeling this is not going to end well? I have no idea what that says, but let's put... I'm sure there was something... Oh, 2 yellow things. Oh, I'm off. I tried the little key I had fished out of the murky puddle in the sewers. It fit, and I heaved open the rusty door. But I don't want to go that way. The wind was picking up a bit. The night air had become strangely chilly. Yeah, because look, it's still there, whatever it is. House with a clock above the door. The old train station was quiet as a tomb. Now that's encouraging. The only sound was that of the increased wind buffeting in the decrepit structure. Yay. It's just what we need, you know. Oh look, Drippy Drips again. An old map encased in glass hung on the wall. It was the train routes connected to that old station. As I looked, it seemed familiar. Of course, the map I found in the tunnels had similar locations marked, and the notes I'd found on the other man's bookshelf. His notes mentioned the water tower, and even this train yard. What was he doing, coming back here? You know when you never thought to just, you know, leave, and just... Oh, we're back outside. Oh, the old train was ripped open, and hanging from a shred of metal, as well as that broken fence, was a dark stained patch of cloth. It looked synthetic, like some kind of outerwear. Inside the train shell I could see a few faint impacts, like wounds. Could they have been bullet marks? Was somebody shot there? The ground was well worn, though I couldn't really make anything out. I realised I was touching the gun I had found, as I thought. Oh, there's a tree. Stop looking. I don't know whether they're eyes or not. We're going back out. I'll go the other way. I'll go this way. Ticket booth. The ancient ticket booth was falling apart and covered in dust and grime. Stacks of paper lined the counter, faded remains of old schedules and reports. Among the papers were newer-looking sheets covered in scribbles and illegible notes. Come to think of it, the man in that house kept similar scribbles hidden on his bookshelf, and he had notes on the water tower outside too. I guessed he could have been coming here, but why? What was he using this old station for? Yep, I don't think we want to know. We're just going to call you Fred, because I don't know your name. So we'll take Fred back outside. Oh, there's another tree. Let's go. Oh! I would really like to know if those are eyes or something. Yeah. Did we go that way? Evidently not. Oh, wonderful. We're in trees. This must have been the entrance to the forest that was mentioned on that map I'd seen. Whoever was poking around in those tunnels underneath that man's house had scribbled notes on this place, but I couldn't make them out. Here, the sign pointed out various campsites and walking paths within the woods. It mentioned a river, and maybe a washroom, but the rest was too faded to see clearly. You know, I do feel like Slendy is gonna come and say hi soon. Trampled into the dirt was grass, and grass was a plastic card of some kind. I brushed it off and was surprised to see it was my credit card. I wasn't sure if it was still usable, but it was mine. Did I take back my credit card? Yes. I pocketed the credit card. Hopefully I could find my driver's license too. I was going. Through the fence I could see a dilapidated outbuilding. Sorry. I should have muted that, really. No phone. I wondered if I could find my way around. Well, let's go this way. That bubbling is rather unnerving. Oh! What the hell was that? There were some personal effects shoved back into the rock. Wait, there was a notebook in there too. Did I read it? Inside the cheap dollar store notebook was page after one page of names and lists. None of it made much sense. The newest page contained several names. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. Oh. Rachel? Her name was last on the list and had a mark beside it in blue ink. The names Daphne and Olivia had also been crossed out in the same blue ink. Cheryl, Heather and Rose had also been crossed out, but those marks looked older and more faded. Oh, wonderful. Just what we need. Well, it looks like we're gonna go this way. A few embers still burned within the fire pit. Who was camping here? Was it? Who else was out here in these woods? One of the two folding camp chairs was knocked over and there was beer spilled everywhere. Where did the campers run off to in such a hurry? There was a cheap two-person domed tent. Through the screen on the front I could see 2 sleeping bags, backpacks and a small cooler. As I peered into the town around the campsite, I kept thinking about the names in that book. Can I still click these? The quiet of the forest was suffocating and I couldn't help but feel like I was being watched. Yeah, okay. Anything else? No. Okay. Yes, because that. No. Don't. Luke, maybe? No. Ah, what do you know? We'll do it anyway. Think. A grimy sink had a small patch in it that looked almost clean. A musty wooden plank propped up the stall door. It didn't really seem useful. Did I bother to take it? Yes, because it probably would be useful. I wasn't sure why, but I took the plank. You know, this guy must be like the Doctor and have huge pockets. This one. Wait. The sign was the same as the first one I'd seen. It must have been the exit to the other side of the woods. I'd finally found the exit. Once I left, I knew I never wanted to return there. Through the dense trees, I could finally start to see some light. I must have been at the edge of the forest, though I wasn't sure where the path ahead of me led. I could almost feel the cryptic notebook in my pocket as I tried to think about what it could mean. And where were the campers who had abandoned their site? Would I meet them too? Though the path ahead of me was less dense, I still felt guarded and wary. Who knew what was ahead? These games really worry me. I mean, I've played Slendy a few times, and this doesn't seem to end well. As I stepped through the gate, I suddenly recognised the auto parts factory where I had worked as machinist for all those years. The plant had closed almost 3 years ago now. Times were better then. I thought I could hear a faint rustling behind me. Maybe it was just the wind. Yeah, I highly doubt that, dude. Is Mr. Oh. Which one to do first? What shall we do first? This one. Oh, don't matter apparently. Oh, a body. I found the body of a security guard, just doing his job no doubt. His face was covered with blood from some kind of head wound. I wondered, was this flashlight his? I don't mind now, it's ours. Dug into the ground was a cracked old watch. First my wallet and now this. Did I retrieve my watch? Yes. The watch was useless, but I put it on my wrist anyway. Well, you didn't tell me it was bloody useless, you silly man. Ugh. I want to use this door. Ow, no, that was loud. Whoa. Are we in a school now? Open locker. One of the lockers hung open. Its contents were tossed around like someone had been looking for something. There was a large power box with 5 lights on it. Cables burst out of the box, snaking off to other parts of the factory. The metal was starting to wear, and cobweb was collected in the corners. The box wasn't receiving any power. Locked, and the little electronic box under the handle. A sign was pasted to the front door that said, "Danger, closed for repairs." Of course, because, you know, it's a horror game, and we don't like to make things easy. Every part of this plant smelled old and rotted. I noticed the bulletin board on the wall. Hint, hint. The board contained yellow clippings of newspaper cartoons and notices. There were notes to and from the guys that worked here. One of them was to Norman, who was one of the older guys on the line. Excuse me. I haven't long woken up, so things didn't end well with that. A power panel. Looked like it was shut off. Did I push the switch? Yes. Then we can go down and put the thing on in a minute. The open locker was stuffed with dirty work clothes and old boots. There was a photo of a woman taped to the inside, but it was scratched out, and the face was unrecognisable. Oh, look, another one. The power panel looked like it was shut off. Did I push the switch? Hang on. Did that one go to green? That one's still red. Ah. Did I try again? Yes. Ah, there we go. Okay. Shut tight. There was a rusty looking card slot on the side. Oh. So we've got to find a card as well. Okay. I wish some doors weren't so loud. Oh. Our old break table. The layer of dust and grime only made seeing this sting more. Oh dear. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. Let's go this way first. Oh. Door had been hastily boarded up. Not good. Where are we now? Another open locker. This was Norman's locker. The door was dented like someone has punched it. I don't remember him doing that while we worked here. Oh look, another one. I hope we get the power back on. Yes, we push the switch. That one's on. Bookshelf. The utility shelf, crammed with mismatched tools and items. There was a claw hammer on the shelf. Did I take the hammer? Yes. As I took the hammer, I noticed it wasn't as dusty as the rest of the tools on the shelf. Of course not. Because whoever it is has used it. Oh look. The locker was a complete mess. Hidden at the bottom, though, was a magnetic card. Did I take the card? Oh yes, we need that. Slip the key card in my pocket. Yes, we need that. We'll do this one. Yes, let's. That's still not working. Oh, that one's broken. Broken. Oh, it was right at the bloody top, you stupid little thing. Yes, we'll push that switch as well. This one's just being angry. Oh, there we go. Happy days. Oh, it's now creepily loud-ish. All these power thingies back on. We'll go back downstairs. What's that? Oh. You leave the hammer on the floor. We might need that. This was my locker. There in the factory. It stank of booze. There was a picture of Rachel on the inside. It looked like it'd been torn up. I thought I had taken that picture home when the factory closed. Apparently not. There was a mess of empty booze bottles. I wondered if that man in the house had something to do with this. He sure had a lot of alcohol at his place. Stop that knocking! It's noisy. If I stop the knocking, I don't mean to come and murder me or try to murder me. Honestly, I really don't mind. Wait, have I been in here? Yeah, I must have been. Where was that door? This one. The keycard I found seemed like it would pass through this reader. Did I use the keycard? Yes. Diddly-doo! Oh, pretty noise. Oh. What's this? There was some kind of ventilation hatch here. It looked like I could jump into the room below. I really didn't want to damage my leg anymore. Did I jump down? Yeah, you'll be alright. My leg was shooting with pain. I wasn't going to be able to move too quickly on it. Oh, wonderful. Oh. There was a crumpled up letter on the floor. It had been scratched out heavily and was hard to make out. Did I try to read the letter? Of course. Most of the letter was violently scratched out with what looked like to be a ballpoint pen. All I could make out was, need to. Just don't. Drinking. Need. Norman. Who was Norman writing to? Oh, wonderful. You know, I've just murdered our leg. I stepped out the factory, glad to be rid of its smell, of its memories. I couldn't stop thinking about that room with the bottles in it. Was that god I found really drinking up there? What about Norman, and who had routed through all those lockers? I couldn't tell where I was as I looked around, but I figured I needed to get to a road, get my bearings. Maybe Norman could help. His store wasn't that far from the turn off to the factory, if I remembered correctly. Yeah, but now we're outside. We need some pain meds or something. Hopefully, if we get to meet Norman, if he hasn't been brutally murdered, we can... Eyes again. Get some pain meds or something, get him to splint a leg, you know? Might be a good plan. Oh, look, a door. Why have they just got random doors sectioning off these things? The garbage bin was a disgusting mess of rotten food and slick black bags. I saw a thin greenish corner poking out from one of the bags. It was my driver's license. It looked damaged. Did I take it back? Yes. Cleaned the card off as best I could. It looked pretty beat up. I was amazed to have found my credit card, and now this. I took the card into my wallet next to my credit card. But what's that noise? Sounded like it was going to start raining again. Well, then I'm just going to get wet. Oh, that was fast. I had entered Norman's place. This was the back of the store that he ran. It was oddly quiet except for the faint sound of a television. Norman? Norman! The entrance to the front of the store was locked from the inside. Looked like I couldn't just pop it open. It needed a key. There was a bit of blood on the keyhole. Of course there was. What else do you expect? It's coming from this way. Blood. What's this? What was this? It looked like a pole chain hanging from the ceiling. I wondered where it led. Did I pull the chain? No, not yet. Somehow I was too afraid to see what was up there myself. Maybe it was for the best. I'll do that in a minute. Shut up, TV. TV still flickered some indecipherable channel. Can I shut it up? Oh, Norman. Oh no, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Norman, my co-worker and one of my few friends I had in this town, lay dead beside his armchair. His face and shirt were covered in blood. It looked like he'd been shot trying to get up. His eyes were still wide with shock. Norman, you deserve better than this. Did I close his eyes? Yeah. I wasn't sure if I wanted to give him peace, or if I just couldn't stand to think anymore about what was going on. Quickly, I closed Norman's eyes. Oh, I'll go up there in a minute. Let's go this way. Table. I guess this was Norman's kitchen table. He kept it clean enough, but there were water rings from 2 cups still there in the wood. Really? Got some kind of mass murderer going around here? The kitchen trash bin smelled fresh. I didn't dig through that mess, did I? Yeah, why not? Found a hairpin amongst the rotting food and trash and pocketed it. That'll be for the door downstairs. Will you hurry up? Hi, Norman. Bye, Norman. Bye, TV. Oh. What was on the screen, but that glow just gave me the chills. Well, turn it off then. Let's go up here. It looked like full chain. Yes. I actually want to go up it this time. Yes. I gave the chain a single tug, and a simple folding ladder to the attic popped up. Let's go up. Who knows? More nooses. Nooses. Alright word for it. Box. There was a large cardboard box that hadn't been sealed. Did I open it? Yes. Inside the old cardboard box was a pile of clothes, photos, and even shoes. As I looked closer, I realised they were Rachel's. What were you doing here, Rachel? Were you responsible for poor Norman downstairs? I highly doubt. I think it was you. Let's blame Fred. Oh, look, another TV. It's got to have been Fred. Come on, Fred, let's go this way. Go pick the lock. Let's see what's over this way first. Jacket. I wasn't entirely surprised to find this here. It was one of Rachel's old fall coats. I always wondered what happened to it. How long had it been there? Excuse me. Ugh. I have a problem with that today. Inside the cabinet was a small but impressive collection of hunting rifles, shotguns, and even a few items I didn't think were legal here. One of the slots on the rack was empty. The gun I had found seemed to match the others there. If the handgun was Norman's, what the hell was he doing with it? The gun would fit there. Did I place it back in the cabinet? Yeah, why not? I carefully pushed the piece back in place and felt a great burden lifted. Well, at least we helped out the now dead friend. Could have been a lot worse. Let's go back down here because now we can go this way and pick the lock with the hairpin. I used the hairpin to pick the lock. The hairpin snapped in half, so I threw it away. Fair enough. The general store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things: postcards, snacks, magazines, and canned goods. I never went there much. Rachel usually stopped by after work if we needed anything. Yeah, and we know why now. The register was mostly empty. A fat stack of travel magazines sat beside it. An icebox seems to be unplugged. It must have been off for a while. Most of its contents were half melted. What was the matter, Norman? Cheated on your hydro bills too? Oh, ouch. Somebody's not happy. There were various postcards from the area, especially from the tourist traps. One of the postcards showed an old black and white photo of the water tower. It looked to be in much better shape then. Well, yeah, I should think so. Oh, we're going back outside now. It had been weeks since I'd last seen Norman, and finding him that way still left me cold. Thinking of him slumped against that chair only cemented my assurance in getting rid of that gun. It looked like someone had taken that piece from his store. But why was it in those tunnels? As I stepped outside, I recalled the dusty old box of clothes in Norman's attic. I felt I had only discovered more questions, no answers, but I was close to home. It was time to find out the truth. Is this home? It was locked. This wasn't the right gate. Okay. The gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. Well, I don't know these things, do I? Oh, this one is yay! Should I really be saying yay here? Oh. Gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. Wait a minute. The neighbourhood's local post box. A letter was sticking out as someone hadn't pushed it all the way in. I knew it wasn't right, but did I look at the letter? Yeah, why not? The envelope was addressed to Norman. There was no return address, but the handwriting looked familiar. I took a deep breath and tore open the package. Norman, I'm sending this to you in a letter because I'm afraid to tell you this in person. What we did, well, it was wrong. My husband isn't an easy man to be with, but he is my husband and your friend. I need some time to sort this out away from you both. I'm going away for a while. I'm going to tell him, Norman, so don't think that you can hold that against me. Maybe we'll work it out. I'm not sure I even want to, but he deserves at least that much. Goodbye. Oh dear. I had the wrong gate. This one was locked. You're very calm for now finding confirmation that your wife was cheating on you. I had entered our backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding, and it chilled me through my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid. Let's go into the house and see what we've got. I held my breath as I approached our back door. I was terrified to step inside. But we're going to anyway, because we wouldn't have no game progression if we didn't. The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing, ragged and strained. I flicked the light switch by the door. The power was off. Of course it was. I remembered having breakfast here on this very table. Was that yesterday? Or sometime before? Now thinking I'm hearing things. So it's the door to the basement. It was locked. Where did I put that damn key? I don't know, Fred. But we'll find out. There was a small pile of mail on the floor in front of the mail slot. How long had I been away? Why hadn't Rachel picked this up? Most of the contents were bills. There was a credit card bill there. Did I open it? Yes. I ripped the bill open and read it. To my surprise, it said something about cancelling my credit card due to non-payment. What the hell? I've got a feeling that one would take us outside, and I don't want to go outside. We'll go up. Why have all these houses got like 3 floors? Mine's got 2. Oh look, I had found the last missing piece from my wallet. The old photo of Rachel and I stared back at me, reminding me of better times. It didn't make me feel terribly comfortable. Did I keep it anyway? Yeah. I replaced the photo in my wallet, feel like I had got part of my life back. Still, the image made me uneasy. Why had I thrown it away? TV! Our television. I had pitched it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterward, but by then it was too late. Oh. So what? Is this the job at the plant thingy that we just passed? Because that was 3 years ago. The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle. So we've got to find more keys. I'll go up. Go this way. Is it going to be the bedroom, maybe? Bookshelf. The books were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey, now that I look more closely, it looked like the man in the house had some of the same books as I did. Ooh. My wife's. Rachel's suitcase was sitting on the bed. It was closed, but I had a feeling what was in it. Did I open it? Yes. There's clothes back. Rachel's suitcase contained clothes, toiletries, and a train ticket. Is this what you were going to do with Norman? You just strew them all over the bed, really? Oh dear. Our hallway mirror had been smashed. Its pieces scattered around the floor. So who smashed the mirror? Are they still here? I'm going to regret asking that, aren't I? Our sink, which needed to be replaced, one of the taps always stuck, but I hadn't got around to fixing it yet. We were lucky enough to have a house with one of these wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs. And a toilet. Gotta remember the toilet. This music is really, really creepy. Got more blood on the floor? Doo-doo-doo. More TV. My laptop had been left on, and only had a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about the old water tower. There was a key in the top drawer of my desk. Did I take it? Yeah. I pocketed the key. Oh, it was a TV. Oh well, never mind. Let's go this way. Is this the bathroom? Yes. Okay. Key. I need a key for the basement, don't I? Ugh. Go back down. That's the basement. Yeah, I unlocked the basement door. So what have you got down here then? There were old Christmas decorations in the box. The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There was one dirty old key here. Did I take the key? Yep. I took the small key and tried to remember what it unlocked. There were old clothes, tools, and other things we obviously hadn't thrown out yet. I must give them the creators credit for this story. This is very nice. I had put up this divider until last summer so we could create a separate room in the basement. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck, and the drywall was poorly installed. I might have been able to break through if I found something heavy enough. All these hints. Christmas decorations. Oh, couldn't even remember our last Christmas. Looked like there was plaster and an old trowel in here too. Oh wait. We had way too much junk. Okay, well, I'd put this. Yeah. Well, I still... Oh, do I have the hammer anymore? No. He dropped it, didn't he? Ugh, so I need to find something heavy to break through that. What's through here? The front door was locked from inside. I couldn't go out, though I needed to see if Rachel was here. Ugh. Grimy key I'd found in the basement unlocked the door. Oh, duh. Yeah, I forgot about this room. Looked like the room had been tossed around. The furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here? There was an old crowbar on the floor. Did I need to take the crowbar? Yes, because that can break the thingy. I lifted the heavy crowbar. I appreciated its weight. Okay, so this can be used for the basement. Okay, cool. Okay, so we go back down. We go in here. And he has a little wander down the stairs. Doo-doo-doo. Right, now we can break this. Yes, we'll break through the wall with the crowbar. With a heave, I swung the crowbar at the wall. Smashed a hole large enough to step through. So let's go through. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down there? Was she okay? Don't look. But I have no choice. Don't look. Oh god, this is creepy. A filthy-looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench then was awful and made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I had come this far. After all the searching, after all I'd seen, when I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? Oh wait, I have to make this choice? Well, we've done a lot of yeses so far. Okay. We'll be mean to him. Oh no. My hands trembled as I pulled back the layers of cloth. There at the centre, under all the dirty mess, was my beloved, my Rachel. Her arms were bruised all over and slashed repeatedly. Her clothes were ripped and torn, and even though all that sickening blood, it was obvious she had been stabbed to death. The knife I'd carried all the way suddenly seemed like a poison. What had happened, Rachel? Who did this to you? I thought about all I had seen and wondered if any of it could help me figure out who had done this. And when I couldn't stay there any longer, I stepped away on shaky legs and made my way back upstairs. Reluctantly, exhausted from my journey, I could no longer resist the urge to close my eyes. Oh, wow. I think I killed her. Fred, I am so sorry. I didn't mean to murder your messes. It was my wallet with its contents intact. Either I dropped that stuff or somebody else did. Maybe I was sleepwalking again. Or maybe somebody else stole it from me. Norman's store, that forest, the water tower. Was I at those places before? Yeah, I think you were. I didn't see how it could have happened any other way. I must have been the one to lose my wallet and its contents. But what does that mean? Maybe I would use some of Rachel's travels books and find some place to go. What's this? This was the old photo of the other man and his wife, I assumed. I found it in that house. I recalled those faded remains I had found deep underneath his house. What had he done there? Well, what did I think? Was that man involved in this whole mess somehow? Why are you asking me? I personally think it was Fred that did all of this, so no. I wasn't sure, but the poor old bastard was good and dead. He was a victim, not a criminal. Within the few broken pieces that remained of that mirror, I could see my face had grown pale and weak. I couldn't bear to look again. It was like I didn't actually expect a reflection. I felt empty and drained. You see, now, I love that, because you get to create the story. Very well done. The reflection in that grimy glass was only a shadow, a whisper. Very poetic as well. I still love the old-time charm of that claw-footed bathtub, though it seemed like cold comfort then. This is amazing. You get to choose your ending. Well, I'm guessing anyway. I don't know how far I am to the end. It was the keycard I found at the factory, the one that allowed me to slip through that door. It seemed to me that it was probably Norman's. But if that was true, what was he doing back at the plant? Did I think Norman was going to go back to the factory? Yeah, probably. It must have been him. He must have been using the old locker room. So what, we're just putting the pieces back together now? Pieces together, even. The laptop had finally run out of power. Well, why didn't you put it on charge? Okay, so we're just putting bits together. That's the bathroom. Let's go downstairs. No, yeah, we'll do. Is that outside? No. It was the letter I'd taken from the postbox. Rachel, were you really having an affair with Norman? But why? I didn't think things were that bad. In the letter, Rachel seemed concerned. She almost seemed worried of what Norman might do. Did he do that to Rachel? But he never read the letter. Hold on, though. Yes, I was sure of it. She wanted to end their affair, and that bastard, he killed her for it. So yeah, possibly Norman killed Rachel, and then Fred found out what Norman had done and murdered him. It's possible. It's a theory. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you think. A lot of it made sense. Norman was clearly seeing Rachel a lot, so he had plenty of time to plan it out. He knew where we lived, obviously. Is that why Rachel looked so scared when I came home that day? What had happened to me? Did Norman knock me out or something? From now on, I'd have no one to get angry with me for stupid things like buying this TV. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think's happened here. Could be good. Sorry, I really get into these games. Oh, safe! My old office safe sat on the floor. It used digital passcode lock. Did I try to open it? Yes. Oh. I don't know. Oh, no. We'll have to find it. Okay, let's find the code. Names that notebook I'd found before it still haunted me. Heather, Olivia, Ashley, Cheryl, Iris, Daphne, Holly, Rose, Rachel. I had no idea what they meant. So we need to find a code for the safe as well. We haven't found anything with numbers on, have we? Seemed like I'd seen all there was. Maybe I thought I was ready to go back in the basement. No, not yet. I want to see if we can get this code. The mail still sat there heaped on the floor. How long had Rachel been lying in the basement? We'll go find out. Maybe there wouldn't be anything for me to find, but I had to at least take a look. Of course, as you do. Well, we can't click those anymore. Oh. If I was guilty, I could take this to a warm, safe place and do something about it. Did I pick up the knife? Yes. I took the knife and kept it firmly in my hand. Oh, that's going to go down well. Now that I stood there, I realised I couldn't go back into that room again. I'd already seen too much. Okay. But... oh, space. Fred, I need the code. I want to know what's in the safe. There'll be no more dinners here, no more chit-chat over breakfast. At least not for us. I don't want to go back outside yet. Let's try the front door. I knew I needed to escape that nightmare. What about the knife I still carried? I wondered, even if I left, would it really be over? So did I leave that house forever? I really want to find what's in the safe. But I can't find the code. Living in this town hadn't been easy. The plant had helped in some way to stay grounded. It kept me in line, gave me something to do, and helped me get away from my past. When the factory closed, everything changed. I guess that was when I started sleepwalking, disappearing for hours at a time. I had MRIs and piles of doctor's reports, but nothing seemed to help. Not even drinking. But I swear I had tried to give it up. I know it. The sleepwalking never really went away, though. But I know Rachel had tried. I know she had tried to be there for me, even when everything was falling apart. This night I'd unearthed terrible truths, but I knew it was a final act of a long-standing horror I'd been living. Waking up in that house tonight was the final cruelty. I wish I had remained unconscious in that room forever. I wasn't sure what had happened to the other man I'd found in that house. He seemed to me more a victim. But what was his role in all this? What was hidden within those sewers I had found? The tunnel to the man's house obviously led there. But was there something I missed? I had found the contents of my wallet scattered throughout town. Why the hell had I been out there? Had my sleepwalking gone to some new extreme? I thought that I couldn't account for my whereabouts, but knew I had been to that forest, and even Norman's place. Well, it was terrifying. I didn't know what that meant, but at least I had recovered my things. Hopefully, I thought, that would cover my tracks, so I wouldn't be blamed for all this. Making my way through that awful forest had been terrifying and confusing, but finding that book was chilling. What did that list of names mean, and why was Rachel's on it? It seemed there was a connection I wasn't quite seeing. Had I missed something important? It was clear, at least, that Norman had been going back to the old plant. Maybe he was the one who had boarded up that locker room, who had been drinking up there in that secret hiding place. So, had he killed that guard, then? He must have. Maybe he had found out, or the guard had caught him on patrol. Damn it, Norman. Why? After the factory, I thought I might find some solace if I could just get to Norman's place. But all I had found were more horrors, and more questions. Now that I really consider it, that's when I should have seen it coming. Norman, you were dead, and it was damn hard to feel bad about that. It was clear you and Rachel were more than just friends, but obviously whatever had been going on had gone badly. So why did you kill her? Did she want out of whatever you two were getting into? Were you responsible for the other murders, and of those other horrible things that had gone in that town? I would find no peace, that was much was certain. But this way I didn't have to look you in the eye, or sit through some kind of trial and wonder what was going through your head. When I had marched through the rain towards home, I desperately clung to the hope that this would end. And I guess in a way it did, but how could I have known how hopeless it all was? I had started to feel as disoriented, as when I sleepwalked. To think of it now. When I had entered the backyard, I knew something was wrong. I could feel it. No sounds, no movements. It was like the entire house had been holding its breath, waiting for me. But Rachel, oh Rachel. No one could have prepared for that. Being prepared for that? My reading is terrible. Norman, I will never forgive you for what you've done. Your death is no comfort. I only wish it could have been me who made you breathe your last. For whatever reasons you had, I could never have fathomed that this would be the end. My Rachel was dead, she was gone, and soon, too, I would be. As I swung open the door and stepped out into the air, I caught a scent of wet grass and fog. Rachel, my beautiful wife, just the thought of her again, cold and inert, shook me from head to toe. What would I do now? Who would I turn to? It would only be a matter of time before the police got involved, before the neighbours knew. The front lawn was soft and giving beneath my feet, and I couldn't shake the urge that I shouldn't stand there, but rather that I should run. Oh! Okay, that was fantastic. Well, we got an end. I'm not sure. Good ending, bad ending. Probably a bad one. But you be the judge on that. Perhaps I will give this another playthrough and not murder Rachel. But yeah, it's a fantastic little game. Very well done to the developers. The story was truly amazing. I love a game with a good story to it. When I bought it, I didn't expect that much from it, but it came off very, very well. Home is dedicated to my wife Nancy. Watch your back. And that, everybody, is the end. It was very well done. I very much enjoyed it. And if you guys did too, let me know. Leave a comment, like, share. Totally up to you. Subscribe if you like. I will be doing more of these in the future. I'm hoping to get some of the forest done as well. I will be finishing Outlast within the next week, hopefully, depending on my daughter. Yeah, we'll just tie up some loose ends. Well, thanks for watching, guys. You've been fantastic as always. Keep safe, guys. Thanks.